All right. It's been a while, actually. A lot of interesting things have kind of happened, which is fine. I think a lot of us are subject to change, to be honest, and I think I've been in the same position for a while, actually. Um, and I think it's cool that at least I can realize that, because holy shit, bro, what's really going on here? I got sick, had family, a lot of family come over, and it's just not me, dude. It's really not me to be a family kind of guy. At least as of right now, like, I feel odd not understanding or not knowing a lot of these people who are supposed to be my family, right? And I feel like it's really interesting and difficult to try to resonate or, you know, get on a personal level with them. Yeah. I feel like a lot of things I feel are a lot more than what others are even comprehending, or like things that just get put off basically. So it's kind of odd to try to be personable with somebody, knowing that they're not maybe going through what I'm going through. And who knows? I don't really try to go forth and ask or whatnot, but yeah, it's like my cousins from Peru, people from Peru, older folks came in from for a party, and it's like when I have a conversation with them, it's so just surface level. It's nothing really crazy deep, and it doesn't bug me. It just sucks because I wonder if there's anything else to uncover there, or whether or not these are just mere um, interactions that don't mean too much. You know, do these hold weight in my head? Do these hold weight at all, or are these just NPC interactions that don't really mean too much? But it's whatever. It's just thoughts, because I got a lot of family and a lot of people who aren't my age. Unfortunately, like, it's crazy to think I don't have really anybody near my age in my family, and it kind of like sets me apart because I kind of feel like the black sheep, bro. I think the youngest might be 18, and the oldest might be in their 30s, and I'm 25. So there's not a lot of like resonation with my current age group or gap. But yeah, it's like weird. It's like, do I go play with the kids, or do I just go play with, or do I go talk to the adults? And it's like, I don't know. I don't want to be neither or, to be honest. I want to be in the middle somewhere with the people that I fuck with. Also, it's really crazy. Um, but a lot of fucking meat riding recently, and a lot of dick sucking, actually, in a way that just pushes me away from a lot of these people and a lot of these interactions, actually. I think people are all really blind to these kind of things, um, but it's okay. I think people want to fit in so badly that they're willing to not have a voice of their own and just reach for things that other people say to then feel comfortable and to feel validated somehow, which is cool. I'm not ever going to harp on that or disagree. But also, it's like, are you really the main character in your story, or do you just allow yourself to be projected on? Um, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But whew, I did a lot of interviews recently. I have an interview for the airport and UPS, so that should be really good, actually. I'm really hoping that I can get this UPS job. Um, I'd be working early mornings to the afternoon, which is what I want. I kind of want a 2-part day. I think having a 2-part day would be really, really good for me. Um, yeah, it's really easy for me to fall um, complacent to my surroundings, to be honest. Like, it's interesting. I don't really live a challenging life or a hard life or anything like that. Like, I'm comfortable where I'm at. And I know that's probably really bad, actually, because you give a man what a girl set or sex comfortability and whatever it is, and I feel like he just doesn't work hard. The ambition dies just a little bit, and I kind of see that within myself, unfortunately. Um, Yeah, I really have no direction when it comes to a lot of things, unfortunately. The purpose still lacks. Because what is the purpose of us being here at the moment? And I guess that's where it is finding that purpose once again. I've been alone for a long time, so it's kind of hard to find that purpose in a sense. But I guess it's cool just existing at this point. I think it sucks because I could sit here for 2 weeks and do absolutely nothing and feel like I'm just existing, or I could be working a job, working my hours, and just existing at my job. I feel like there's no middle ground, unfortunately, and I feel like I don't have the keys or the tools, which this is me just, I guess, playing devil's advocate for myself because I do have the tools. Everything's online. I can learn anything I want. It's just, what do I want? And that's kind of where I'm at. Because what do I want? Um, and it's crazy because I could sit here and say I wanted something, like as of now, like I could set my goals, right? But tomorrow or the end of the night or in a week, that might be subject to change, bro. Very volatile. And I might get diagnosed in the comments or wherever it is down the road, but it's just something that's always been like that. It's like I like the color pink, and that's always gonna stay the same, right? But when it comes to if I want to be a photographer, if I want to be a graphic designer, if I want to be a streamer, if I want to game for a living, or whatever it is, it's always subject to change. And um, a lot of things that I like doing, I want to make the most of it, but it's also just like, I could stream League of Legends for a blank amount of hours and just burn out. And I think that's my issue, is burning out really fast. And then questioning it. It's like burning out and then questioning why I'm even doing what I'm doing. Um, but I don't know. I think I need to find something that I love doing and just kind of go for it. Because personally, working and stuff is slave work, and I think a lot of things are just slave work, unfortunately, which is cool. You know, I think it's either you decide to give in to the system and be unhappy and make money, or don't give in, do what you want, be unhappy for a little bit and make it out. Who knows, though? Who knows? Who knows? But I just came to rant a little bit. I've been sick for the last week, to be honest. My body's just shutting down or something. Yeah, it hasn't been too well. My family came in from New York. My sister James came in, which is cool. I wish things were different. I really wish the cards that I got dealt were a little different when it came to family stuff and maybe emotions or just the togetherness that a family could have. I feel so separated and detached from my family. It's like I could go out there and listen to them talk about whatever it is in Spanish, but it doesn't really resonate with me. And a lot of the things I say won't even be comprehended because it's like they don't even speak English, right? So I feel out of place in this household sometimes. Um, I could definitely pique everybody's curiosity, but I think at some point it's just gonna be taken wrong, and it usually is. I can't imagine 5 words triggering a whole group chat, and that being such a big deal. Holy shit, that shit is hilarious, actually. But once again, once a meat writer, once a yes man, always a meat writer, always a yes man. So enjoy that. Um, but it's interesting. It's really interesting, and yeah, I think we're all subject to change. We're all conditioned to our environment in a way that unless you want change, you gotta do something about it. And yeah. Oh yeah, the Weeknd's album came out. If y'all don't know, I have an EXO tattoo. EXO to death. So I've been listening to that while I've been sick and just kind of just been existing, like I said. Not even living yet, just existing. Um, yeah, I'm gonna be fasting actually for the next blank and blank days. I actually gained a little bit more weight than I was supposed to, which is funny, bro. It's so funny 'cause I can be so consistent at the gym and stuff like that. But I always have this issue. It's like, okay, I could go to the gym every single day, right? So then I'm a gym goer. And then as a gym goer, what else is next, you know? And I think I'm maybe adding too much on my plate, or I don't know, actually, it's still a work in progress, and I'm not even going to try to explain it. But yeah, I've actually hit 205 pounds. I'm a big boy now, so I don't know if I'm going to be bulking necessarily or doing what it is, but the transformation will come, trust me. I have enough willpower to actually at least change my body, which will ultimately help my mind and hopefully elevate me the way I need. But dude, my body hurts and I hate being sick. I hate feeling under the weather and I just hate feeling like a victim, okay? I also think it's funny when people try to say you're victimizing yourself over text messages. I think it's really, 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 really funny. Um, and yeah, dude, I think one person placing that thought in the air and having everybody run to it and agree is so funny as well. Um, but it's cool though. Like I said, um, if you want to be a yes man, if you don't want to have your own opinion, if you don't have your own saying things, then that's cool. Enjoy yourself. Um, it's cool though. It's really cool actually. 'Cause at the end of the day, I'm very okay with being wrong. I'm comfortable with being wrong. With the means to understand and what it means to deliberate in a way that will help me understand. But people aren't about that. People are going to get emotional. People are going to say it's passion when it's just pussy. And it's cool because that's how people are. But it's fine. You live your own life and my bubble will be cleansed. Like at all end all be all, my bubble will be fine. My bubble will be clean. And when I mean my bubble, my aura, the bubble I sit in, the thing that won't take any disrespect or anything that allows me to feel bad or anything like that. Keep my bubble cleansed from people who try to do that to me, try to affect me in a way that, isn't to bring me up, And yeah, also, I think it's interesting what's happening in the U.S. with this whole deportation thing, because yeah, I feel like a lot of people have very strong opinions about it, but mm, doesn't really have a lot of ground to stand on. But I don't know. I see big picture and little picture. I do my own research and inform myself the best I can to form my own opinions about what's going on. I don't really need anybody else's opinion to sway me or to put me in a box or to choose a side. I just am. Also, I think getting too deep into this is ultimately dividing us. Like, holy shit, if I disagree with you and I don't agree with what you're saying, I can't disagree or agree to disagree, then it's just divided and the system's winning. And I think it's funny. I think it's real, real funny. You will get looked at differently for having a different opinion on something. And yeah, who cares? Offend people. I think somebody trying to make a point will always offend anybody, either side. So to play the offense, to play the victim role, to place the victim role on somebody is crazy. But it's also just really interesting. Um, yeah, but I'm about to break, 14:08? We're at 14 minutes, 10 seconds. And I think I'm just going to get to 15. But for anyone that's struggling with anything, I think you rot away for a little bit, right? Hear me out. You rot away and you create a pros and cons list of what's going on in your life and go from there. Rotting away isn't good, guys. I know I've been rotting away a little bit and I'm sick, which I'll give myself the benefit of the doubt. I haven't been working because of this and just, I don't know, problems or just excuses maybe. But it's time to figure it out. I think I will say this now, which will take more than just saying it to myself in a camera and posting it on YouTube, but I think it's going to be very interesting trying to change the way I think. Um, it's going to take a lot of willpower, and maybe my frontal lobe has fully developed, and I might be stuck like this forever, but there's a way and a will to allow my sense of thinking to change about everything. A complete rewire of what's happening in my head. Um, and I feel like it rewires like every minute. Like it's so volatile. It's so fucking everywhere, which is funny. But rewire to I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the goal is by rewiring, but I know there's a change that's needed to be made. But yeah, at the moment, I've actually basically cut off a lot of people, which, in my defense, best idea? Not really. But also, um, I think my peers should understand that maybe reaching out would be cool. Which is funny though, because I don't really care to be reached out, but you know, it's interesting to see. Um, okay, it's interesting to see conflict and change within somebody, and not reach out when you see that. I don't know. I think check up on your homies. Um, Most of the time they're not really your homies, but it is what it is. That's how life is, unfortunately. Yeah. So cheers to getting better. Cheers to being not sick. Because when I'm not sick, I'm gonna enjoy it very much, and hopefully by then, I'll be like 20 pounds lighter. But I think a part of rewiring my brain actually is going to take a crazy amount of scheduling, and just blocking everything off in time blocks and time stamps and going from there. So, yeah. If you enjoyed the rant, if you enjoyed my bed not being made, and you enjoyed the weather in Texas as it gets warmer in February, even though it snowed last year, drop a like. And if you ever see me in person, tap me on the shoulder and run, and I might know that you've watched this before. Alright, anyways, till next time. Peace.